How's my people doing out there in good old YouTube land? Welcome to the channel, guys. It's your boy Adam. I almost said that backwards. Today has been a relatively hard day, and I say that because it just doesn't it just doesn't feel like a good day to me. You know what I mean? Like I've had just about enough, I think, of just like everything in general. Not that I want to like die or anything, because I don't, but like in general, it's just one thing after the other, and I've literally just gotten tired of it. Anyway, that's enough about me and my problems. You guys don't want to hear that shit, I'm sure. You've had enough, and, there's nothing you can do about it, and then you try to tell people there's nothing you can do about it, but they insist there is something you can do about it. It gets a little annoying. You know what I'm saying? Like, all I want in life is to enjoy life, all I want.
All right, ready to go here. Now up for Tampa Bay, Randy Arozarena. The pitch.
Whoa! Gotta get that.
Rafaela settles under this.
There you go.
Books it away for the out. Here's Manuel Margot. First
there you go. Oh, bullshit.
Just misses.
That's bullshit.
There's
dude, why the hell is he going under?
One down, base is empty. And a count 1-2. Next offering is foul back.
He does not want to give in.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Casas settles under it and makes the catch. And there's 2 away. 2 out, space is empty. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Yandy Diaz. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Hit on the ground to the right side. Casas takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. We go to the bottom of the first. Now the left fielder, Alex Verdugo. And a pitch. There's a strike. And that's in for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Smoked on the ground, a second. Tosses to first.
Well, that's telling me this controller might not function properly.
So up next, Rob Refsnyder.
That's stupid.
That one's in there, 0-1.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Next offering is in for a strike. Ripped on a line.
Come on, dude. The hell?
Here's Rafael Devers. The outfield shifted pretty heavily towards right field. In there, and it's 0-1.
I might.
There's a strike.
They must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
And that one hammered. That's back. And out of here. Rafael Devers rounds the bases, and it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0.
The cutter up and in can be such a tough pitch for the hitters. You have to keep your hands above the baseball, and that's exactly what he did. He caught it out front and drove it out of here.
Adam Duvall at the plate, and that's in there for strike one. Called strike right there.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Siri makes the catch, and that'll do it. Solo shot opens the scoring for Boston. It's now a 1. New inning getting started. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Brandon Lowe. This ball's chopped on the ground. Ref Snyder picks it up, whips it to first, and quickly one away in the second.
The shortstop.
Here's Wander Franco. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. And there's a ball. Here comes a pitch. Strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Kicks and fires. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Bounce to the left side. Whips it to Casas, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. They're down 1-0. Welcome back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for Boston, Justin Turner. Rasmussen back to work. Strike one.
0-1.
And fires in a fastball at 95.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Rocketed out towards right center, and that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Now at the plate, Cedane Rafaela. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Out towards right center field. That'll drop in. Plays it on a hop. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Next offering is in for a strike. Turner over at second. Rafaela at first with no outs. That one hit to right. Margot on his horse. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. The run comes in from second, and they lead by 2.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Tristan Casas in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Two runners in scoring position, nobody out. Fights it off, he'll see another.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Left-hand hitter waits. That's a base hit as a run scores. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And here is Yu Chang. That one's in there, 0-1. There's the strike.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. He can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
Ripped on a line to center. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down. Here's Alex Verdugo. Grounded out his first time. In there, and it's 0-1.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Next offering is in for a strike. To the right side. And it gets by him. He's in safely at second. And a run comes in to score.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
At the plate, Rob Refsnyder. Popped up first base side. And that one gets down, fair ball. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with one out. Devers now. He's already homered in this one. And that's in there for strike one. There's the strike at the knees.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
And the 0-2. And Devers hits that one. That's down. One hops off the wall. Refsnyder coming home. He's in at second with a one-out double. The run scores all the way from first. It's 7-0.
He was all over that one. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Shane Baz gets the call from the pen.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And puts the squeeze on that. And there's two away. Here's Turner now. Singled and scored his first time. In there for strike one. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with two out.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Righty delivers. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Nice grab on the run. And that is the third out of the... On to the third inning. And now the catcher for the Rays, Christian Bethancourt. There's a strike. Whitlock, a 6'5" righty. He features a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. Next offering is in for a strike. Out there to center. Chang should have this one. Makes the grab, one away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Josh Lowe, the next to hit, takes outside. That pitch in for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. And he deals. And now 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He goes down looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Two outs, base is empty. And now it's Jose Siri. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Siri, in his second season, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. The pitch.
Where do you even begin with the talent we've seen from the Dominican Republic? Vladdy, Big Papi, Pedro, the list goes on and on.
Oh, God.
Into center. And that ends the inning. Rays held in check here. They continue to trail 7-0. As we go to the last of the third. Leading off, Reese McGuire. The pitch. And there's a strike. Slider clips the zone. And a pitch. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Casas batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Next offering is in for a strike. Nobody out, runner at first. That's hard hit on the line. Siri puts it away, and there's 1 down. And the batter will be the shortstop, Yu Chang. He's 0 for 1. Hammered, base hit. Quick throw back in.
1 second, I gotta check something.
Lead runner holds at second with one gone. Here's the left fielder, Alex Verdugo. 1 for 2. That one's in there, 0-1. Verdugo measures 6 feet even, 26 years old. He's knocked in 9 over his last 10 games. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
That smash towards center. Racing makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. So first and second with 2 outs. And next for the Red Sox, Rob Refsnyder. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence. But in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
Line drive, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at third. So it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone. And here is Devers. He's already homered in this game. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. And the right-hander back to work. And it's fouled away. Next offering is in for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The punch out there, down on strikes, and he knew it.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Manuel Margot up to the plate. First time up was a pop out. Swing and a base hit.
What the fuck?
And that's going to get into the corner. Now he turns and heads for second. Around second now as they still don't have it. Pulls into third safely with a triple.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
0-2 as he waves at that one. Center field. Rafaela makes the play. Runner tagging from third. Throw home. He beats it.
Oh,
It's
that's BS. He was
7-1.
out.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Lau swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. At the belt and fires. Just misses the mark outside the zone. And a pitch. And down on strikes. And that will end the inning. So they get 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no. Now on the mound for the Rays, Luis Patino.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Duvall leading things off and takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. That one drilled left field. That's back there. And that ball is out of here. Adam Duvall blasts one out. And they add to the lead. It's 8-1.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Turner in the box again. Takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. That's to third. What a stop. Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out. Cedane Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. In the air, out towards left center, reaching for it, and brings it in.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. He's got it. And that is out number 3. The Red Sox pick up a run on the homer. Still a lopsided affair at 8. And welcome back. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Wander Franco. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
1-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. The pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Ramirez at the plate for the second time as he takes ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike. And the righty deals. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. 2 out. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Bethancourt in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. This one lifted in the air, left field. Verdugo makes the catch, and that'll do it. So they turn things over to the righty. Jan.
Oh, hold on. I got you one more time. It's going to take me 3 times. Give me 1 second.
Chirinos. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the inning. Joe stepping in for Boston. Tristan Casas.
Yeah,
This one high in the air to
really
left
bad.
center. Siri in position. Makes the grab, and there's one down. Now it's the shortstop, Yu Chang. And that's in there for strike one. And a strike in there. Time called. Chance to collect himself down 0-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Verdugo stands in now and watches strike one. Next offering is in for a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And that one is lifted in the air. Margot settles under it. That's out number 2. Rob Refsnyder up next for the Red Sox. In there for strike one.
0-1's the count.
Chang off of first with 2 away. Strike 2. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Now it's Devers at the plate. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first, and that is that. Boston. Welcome back. Here's a speed threat, Josh Lowe. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Caleb Ort.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
He handles it himself, and a quick out number 1.
Now that the center fielder, Jose.
So digging in, Jose Siri. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Ort measures 6 feet 4 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. 0-2 now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. That's the 2nd out. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Next offering is in for a strike. Got him looking. That's his 2nd strikeout. So they go quietly there. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. Red. Back down for the bottom of the 6th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Taj Bradley. The wind and the pitch. Duvall in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Adam Duvall hits one out, and they boost their lead. It's 9-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Turner stands in now and watches strike 1. splits the plate, and it's 0-2. Activity in the bullpen. Jalen Beeks warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Line to left. Rosarena makes the catch. One away. And stepping in for Boston, Cedane Rafaela. In there, and it's 0-1. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Here's the 0-2. Up the middle. Franco collects it. Safe at first as they can't make the play. And it's going to wind up out of play.
Well, that was a throw that just shouldn't have been made. They scored a single and an error, so the official scorer doesn't believe a good throw would have gotten an out, and neither do I. We can't hear it from up here, but I wonder if anyone was telling them just to eat the throw. You know, that's where communication on the infield can sometimes help out a ton.
Casas in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Line drive. Rosarena makes the catch, and that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. And this now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Jonathan Aranda. The pitch. And a good fastball to start him off at strike 1. High fly ball, right field. Duvall under it, hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Curtis Mead. Looking to start something with 1 gone. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one missing inside. 2-0. Swings through that one out in front that time. And now it's even up. Right-hander kicks, deals. On the ground to Devers. Slings to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The batter, number 8, second baseman.
So now a pinch hitter, Francisco Mejia, looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. And that's in for a strike. Up the middle. Whips it to Casas. And that is that. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. They trail it big. It's not. So remaining in the game defensively, Curtis Mead. He'll play third after coming into the game as a pinch hitter. Now a new pitcher for the Rays, Ryan Thompson.
Number 81, Ryan.
Here comes a pitch. Chang leading things off and takes a strike.
Luke Rayleigh.
And the pitch. Strike 2. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Siri going back some more. It bangs off the wall. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
And now Alex Verdugo. First offering, and it just misses. And that's a strike. right side. Puts the squeeze on it, and there's one away. And next for the Red Sox, Rob Refsnyder. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
And that's through there for a strike. One out and a runner at second. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Whatever, bro. That was
Trying
gone.
to take on the wind in left field right there. Just a little too much traffic up in the air. Mother Nature won that one. It's hard to say, but I think that might be gone otherwise.
Right? It should have been.
Swung on, belted. That's back. That one is gone.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
And the batter now, Adam Duvall. That one's on its way. No question about it, and that one will go. Another homer. His third home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 12-1.
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with his swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
New pitcher on now, Jalen Beeks.
Well, he hasn't pitched in a while, coming on here after 5 days rest, so he should be rested, but we'll see if he has any rust to shake off.
The 0-2. Puts it in the air out towards left center. And that's the third out. But pinch hitter coming on, Greg Jones. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Harold Ramirez at the dish.
Ramirez.
In the air to left center. Can't field it cleanly. And he'll pull into second safely.
The catcher.
Now the catcher up to hit, Christian Bethancourt. And so the Red Sox go to the bullpen. Zach Kelly.
And he's coming in to pitch on 4 days rest right here. And that might not be a factor at all in terms of being rusty, but he should definitely be well rested.
That one's in there, 0-1. That's towards center. Rafaela on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
The bat, number 15.
And stepping in for the Rays, Josh Lowe. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
This one popped up. Refsnyder under this one. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. The Rays strand just the one. They're looking up at a 12. Staying in the game on defense, Greg Jones taking over as the new shortstop now following his pinch hit appearance. Rafaela in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Siri in position. Puts it away for the out.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Here's Reese McGuire. In the air, center field. Siri in position. Squeezes it. 2 down.
Now batting.
Now batting Tristan Casas. In the air, left field. Grabs it on the run. That is the inning. And welcome back. We go to the 9th. Now up for Tampa Bay, Jose Siri. New pitcher for the Red Sox, Joely Rodriguez. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Rodriguez, a 6'1 lefty. He features a sinker, a changeup, a four-seamer, and he works in a slider. Next pitch is downstairs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there. And just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Next offering is in for a strike. Caught him looking for the K. Two outs, base is empty. Luke Raley now at the plate. Next offering is down low. And that is ball 1. And that one is in for a strike.
1-1.
Edge of the zone for a strike. And the count 1-2. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. 12-1 is the final. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Ready to go? Here's Alex Verdugo. And a pitch. In for a strike. And away we go this afternoon. Next offering is in for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
And there's a fly ball deep right field, and it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Here's Christian Arroyo. In there for strike one. There's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Back up the middle and a base hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here's the third baseman, Rob Refsnyder. In there, and it's 0-1. It's strike two.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get this.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And it is gone. A 3-run rocket, and that gives them a lead. It's 3-0.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Next offering is in for a strike.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Ripped to right, base hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And the right-hander deals. Pitch is in for a strike, and the count is 0-2. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play. Adam Duvall at the plate. The outfield playing him to pull with the center fielder positioned in that left center field gap. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Singy, Adam Duvall's a guy that's had a nice career, but 2021, the year that was kind of the signature year in his resume. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, most importantly, a World Series champion with the Atlanta Braves. First inning World Series Grand Slam. The swing he will never forget.
On the ground to the left, and it gets by him.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Reese McGuire stands in now and watches strike one. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Could be extra bases, and that rolls into the corner. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now. So 2 on with 2 away. Now batting Tristan Casas. And that's in there for strike one.
Hey, it's still early in this ball game, but you know, this at bat right here could be a big factor in the outcome. You think about it, there's a chance to really blow this thing open right here.
First inning going a bit long, 23 pitches to this point. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Carpenter makes the catch, and that'll do it. But the big blow of the inning comes right here. A 3-run home. And now the DH, Akil Baddoo. The wind of the pitch. This to center field. Duvall makes his way towards it. Got it. Nice grab. One down.
The center fielder.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Matt Vierling. And first offering is fouled off. Kluber, a former All-Star. He throws a slurve, a cutter, a sinker, a changeup, and he works in a four-seamer. Next offering is in for a strike. On the ground, and it gets by him. And now up to hit Miguel Cabrera. That one's in there, 0-1. And fouled off. Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Digging in, Eric Haas swings through that one. 0-1. Bounced up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. Inning over. One. Top of the second, Adalberto Mondesi up to the plate. Lorenzen back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
1-2 here. On the ground right side, and it's through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Mondesi gets his lead at first, nobody out. Hammered down the line, and now maybe extra bases. Mondesi round second on his way to third. Mondesi headed for the plate. Scope relay to third, and he's got no chance. He's out, but they do get a run. Christian Arroyo up next for the Red Sox. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. In there for strike one. There's a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake. One guy that was really great once the count got to 2 strikes, Miguel Cabrera.
That one the other way, and it's caught for the out.
Now batting.
Rob Refsnyder up next for the Red Sox. He had a big 3-run homer in his first trip. Line drive. Gets it to first. That ends the frame. Back here at the ballpark, now the left fielder, Terry Carpenter. The line to kick the pitch. And there's a foul ball.
Have you ever caught a foul ball as a fan?
Only as a broadcaster, not as a fan. You?
Haven't been in many games as a fan.
Next offering is in for a strike. Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Austin Meadows now. And first offering is fouled off. The wind of the pitch. That's a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And now it's Jonathan Scope. And first offering is fouled off.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing him down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
And here it comes. Got him swinging. Tigers are shut down there. All set for the start of the inning. Now batting Jarren Duran. Lorenzen back to work. Edge of the zone for a strike, and that is strike one. Lorenzen, a righty that throws with power. 31 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2013. Left-hand hitter waits. That's ripped. Base hit. Around first, digging for two. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
So man aboard. Here now the Red Sox DH. Justin Turner. He hit into a double play his first time up. Next offering is in for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Matthew Boyd up and loosening in the pen. Wentz getting loose as well. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Vierland makes the catch, and there's one down.
Now batting. The center
And
fielder,
now Adam Duvall. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In there, and it's 0-1. Duvall in his 7th season, 34-year-old vet, and he's a former National League Gold Glover. That's in there. Runner at second here, one gone. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. 2 away. Here's Reese McGuire. Doubled his first time up. Up the middle. The throw to first. And that is that. Welcome back. And now the shortstop, Javier Baez. And a pitch. Swing and a ball popped up. Casas settles underneath it. And out number 1 on the grab. Now it's going to be Ryan Kreidler. And that's in there for strike 1. Kluber in his 11th season, more than 100 career wins on the mound, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Kicks and deals. Right through there. Got him. 2 away now.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Fought off foul. Baду goes 6'1", 215 pounds, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. That to right. Duran makes the catch, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down. And welcome back. And now the first baseman, Tristan Casas. And the right-hander back to work. And he takes a strike.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Next offering is in for a strike. Up the middle. in plenty of time to first. One up, one down. So stepping in for Boston at Alberto Mondesi. Singled and scored his first time. In the air out to center. Vierling in position. And puts the squeeze on it. That's out number 2.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Alex Verdugo. That one's in there, 0-1. There's a strike. On a line, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Christian Arroyo up next for the Red Sox. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. In there for strike 1. And he pumps it a strike. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Oh, he botches it. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Now batting.
Nice job at driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And the 0-1. That's through there for a strike. Out to short. Baez handles. Zips it across. That's the 3rd out. Boston strand. Bottom 4. And now the center fielder, Matt Vierling. And the pitch is in for a strike. That's strike 1. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And a pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that's the 1st out. And next up for the Tigers, Miguel Cabrera. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Next pitch is popped up. Out number 2.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Next pitch is popped up. Mondesi settles underneath it, and that'll do it. Back here at the ballpark, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Jarren Duran. The pitch. 0-1. And there's the strike. Kicks and fires. Now that's smacked to right center. That one hops against the fence. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under it to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
New arm out of the bullpen, Matthew Boyd.
And he's had 3 days off since he pitched last, so expect him to be totally rested. I'm sure he's itching for this opportunity right now.
Runner leads away at second. That one's in there. 0-2 now.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get...
Oh, now this ball gets down. Stop sign goes up at 3rd. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. And now here is Adam Duvall, 1 for 2. Hard ground ball, base knock. Runner from third comes across. It's 5-0. Well,
Hold on. My foot's killing me. Give me 1 second.
Dunn drives in the run. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Reese McGuire. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
On the ground, right side. Oh, great stop. And he'll be safe at first. And here's the first baseman, Tristan Casas. And that's in there for strike one.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
Next offering is in for a strike. Bases juiced, no outs. That one ripped. One run is in, and it hits the fence. Runner from second crosses the plate, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
And now it's going to be Adalberto Mondesi. McGuire at third. Casas at second with nobody out. Strike 2. In the air, right field. And he boots it.
With the way defenders track down balls these days, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
And here is Alex Verdugo. Next offering is in for a strike.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
In the air, out towards right center. Meadows should have it. Makes the grab, 1 down.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Christian Arroyo getting ready to hit. Good contact guy, good defender. That one's in there, 0-1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Inside corner, that's a strike. And it's 0-2. And now the lefty. Now a fly ball to right center. That's a base hit. Run scores. And they hold the runner at third. Bases remain loaded here. Still only 1 gone. On the mound now, Joey Wentz.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters. First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Base hit, and a run comes in. Down to third, and he gets back safely. Here's Justin Turner, 1 for 3. Line drive, caught. Throw not in time as he's able to get back to avoid the double play.
Now back,
Next to hit, Adam Duvall. In the air, well hit. No doubt about it. It is gone. Grand slam. Adam Duvall blasts one out, and they add on. It's 14-0.
So a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job at the plate.
New pitcher on here, Bo Brisky.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. But it's Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
Oh no, still got one more. Still got one more.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
And he deals. Popped up to the left into foul ground, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball, and the righty deals. Got him, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
Meadows stands in here, tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. This one in the air, center field. Duvall gets under it. He's got it. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Jonathan Scope up now for the Tigers. First pitch, and he just misses. And that's in there at the knees.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Next offering in the dirt. 2-2. Righty delivers. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Tigers fail to make any noise, but this one's pretty much over. 14-0. All set for the top of the 6th. And now the first baseman, Tristan Casas. The pitch. That's in there. That's strike 1. Brisky, a 6'3" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a 2-seamer, and he occasionally uses a curve. 0-2 now. In the air, left field, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double. And stepping in for Boston at Alberto Mondesi.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
In there, and it's 0-1. Mondesi in his 6th season, 27 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. The pitch. And a base hit up the middle. And they get it in quickly. 1st and 3rd now with nobody out. Alex Verdugo digs in now. Ground ball right side. fires over to first. That's out number one, and a run comes in to score.
Now batting, second baseman, Christian Arroyo.
Here's the second baseman, Christian Arroyo. Now this is in the air down the line. Automatic double now as it hops the wall and foul ground. A run comes in on the play. And next for the Red Sox, Rob Refsnyder. He's already homered here in this one.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
Next offering is in for a strike. Still only one out here in the inning. This one in the air right field. Stretches out and hauls it in. Not in time. He's safe. And stepping in is the speedy Jarren Duran. Next pitch is popped up. Baez makes the catch, and that'll do it. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Welcome back. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Javier Baez. A new arm into the game, the righty, Brian Bayo.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
It's softly on the ground left side. Here's the tag, and he's out.
Oh, but we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Kreidler, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Righty to the plate. And 1-2.
It's a good take.
Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Bounce to the right side. Takes it himself. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Down in order go the Tigers. Still 16-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Alex Faedo.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one blasted deep to right. That's back there. And that one hops the wall. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And now Adam Duvall in there for strike 1. Gets the slider in there for a strike. Turner at second with nobody out. This one smoked out to left. He makes the grab, and there's one away.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
And here's the catcher, Reese McGuire. Line drive, base hit, right center field. They won't risk the send. Runners at the corners now with one away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Stepping in into left center for a base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and the lead continues to grow.
I'll tell you, man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
And there's a hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded, only one away. So the lineup flips over. Alex Verdugo up next for the Red Sox. That's out to center field. Vierling racing over to make the catch. He scores on the safe fly, and they extend their lead, and they tag him out. Now A.J. Hinch making a move for a pinch hitter. Riley Green. Bayo back to work. That's in for a strike. There's the strike. The 0-2. The punch out there, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh. Now A.J. Hinch making a move for a pinch hitter. Jake Rogers. One out, and the base is empty for him. To third. Tosses across to first, and a couple of quick outs.
The catcher, number 13, Eric.
So now a pinch hitter for the catcher, Nick Maytov, trying to get something going for him with two away. First offering misses the mark. On the ground. To first, that's the third out, inning over. This one pretty well decided at this point. We look ahead to inning number 8. The Red Sox out front, 18-0. So remaining in the game defensively, Riley Green. He'll be out in center now after pinch hitting. Edwin Uceta on a pitch out of the pen here. And here it comes. Arroyo leading things off and takes a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Tyler Holton getting loose for A.J. Hinch.
Now playing first.
Next offering is in for a strike.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
Green makes the play, and there's one down. Rob Refsnyder up next for the Red Sox. He's already homered in this game. Grips one to right. Pulls it down, and there's two gone.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
That one the other way, and a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Wastes no time there. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Base hit. So that's two straight two-out hits.
Back-to-back singles. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Now, Adam Duvall. Out towards right center field. Makes the catch. And that is the third out of the inning. Now A.J. Hinch making a move for a pinch hitter. Parker Meadows.
Number 22, Parker
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Tanner Houck.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Right-hander kicks, deals, swings and misses. One gone here.
Well, that split caught a lot of the zone. Definitely a hittable pitch, but coming off the fastball the pitch before, it's kind of tough to recognize. You notice there's something different about it. He threw it with the same arm action, same release point, and he left it up. But the movement and the change of speeds, that was enough to do the job.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Makes the grab after a long run. And there's two down.
You know, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Arroyo whips it to first. Staying in the game on defense, Parker Meadows. He'll be the new left fielder after entering the game as a pinch hitter. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tyler Holton.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Garrett Hill getting ready to go. And he hits a ground ball right side. Throws to first. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth. So stepping in for Boston, Tristan Casas. And that's in there for strike one. Holton, a 6'2 southpaw, 26 years old, and he was a 9th round draft pick back in 2018. On a line out towards center. Green makes the catch. And there are two down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Alex Verdugo. Ripped on a line. And it's into the gap. So that's two straight two-out hits. Mondesi around third. He'll score, and the lead continues to grow.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over.
Now this one should score a run and be good for extra bases. Run comes in from second, and the lead continues to grow.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Base hit, left center field. The run comes in to score from second, and they extend their lead. Not in time, it's a double. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Now a right. There's a swing and a drive. Hits the fence. The run comes in from second, and the lead continues to grow.
Picks himself up an RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Now Justin Turner gets a chance to hit. High fly ball out to center field. Green makes the catch, and that'll do it. They get. And welcome back. Bottom 9. Now it's the shortstop, Javier Baez. So the Red Sox bring on a new pitcher, Richard Blyer.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Now here is Ryan Kreidler, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one's in there, 0-1. And a foul ball. Got him looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Red Sox slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down.
Do I do a 3rd one? Because how many games do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, all set to go. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Michael Harris. And that one popped to short. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
Boog, if they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away, jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
No score, just getting started, top of the first. Out to short. Over to Dahlbeck. Quick start to this afternoon's action. 2 gone.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Here's Austin Riley. In there, and it's 0-1. Austin Riley, a guy that's turned into one of the young stars in the National League. Chris, he's got big-time power. Next offering is in for a strike. Paxton deals. Foul ball, still 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The wind and the pitch. Got it by him for the K. We head to the bottom of the first. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score. Back here at the ballpark. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Max Fried. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do, to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Well struck right field. Harris raging back towards the wall. Looking up. Pulls it in on the warning track. And now the rookie second baseman, number 83. In there for strike 1. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports. Base hit center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away. One down, and it's Rafael Devers in the box. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Chris, you ready for a nugget?
Ready.
Rafael Devers homered in 3 straight games against the Yankees before he turned 21. The only other player to do that, Babe Ruth. Next offering is in for a strike. Max Fried, quite simply, has turned into one of the best left-handers in the National League, if not all of baseball, Chris.
Yeah, tremendous pitcher, but he fields his position.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
The 0-1. Swung out, belted. Deep left field. That one on its way. Gone. Adam Duvall hits 1 out. Just like that, they move in front. It's 3-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Rob Refsnyder in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Some background on Max Fried. He grew up in Los Angeles. He pitched his high school ball at Harvard Westlake, and he was teammates there with Jack Flaherty and Lucas Giolito. Harris pulls it down, and there's 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Bobby Dahlbeck in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Strike 2. Fried in high school wore number 32 because he loved Sandy Koufax. That one is absolutely belted. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Trying to put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
So now Turner in on that right side. That one's in there, 0-1. Fried, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Out to center. Harris has a beat on it and puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Sox get 3 on the homer. It's now 3-0. You're watching Red Sox base. Second inning set to go. Here's Acuna now. Paxton back to work. There's a strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1.
That is fifth. The first baseman.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. The outfield shifted pretty heavily towards right field. When you think about the best defensive first baseman in the game, Olson is certainly in the conversation. He's won multiple Gold Gloves over there, and it seems like he picks everything.
One of those guys that the infielders love because he makes that third baseman, shortstop.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. And that rolls into the corner. Olson into second, and he's got a double.
Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Travis d'Arnaud stands in now and watches strike 1.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Bounce to third. Sends it across to first. Got the out.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Ozzie Albies now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Long ball draws the Braves closer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back. Here's Kike Hernandez. The pitch. Curveball over for a called strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And the pitch. Ripped into left center, base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
Now here is Connor Wong. Oh, 0-1 now. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Harris has a beat on it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. So the batting order turns over. Here's Alex Verdugo. 0 for 1 so far. And that one hammered back there. Turning, looking, and that one is gone. A 2-run shot, and they add to their lead. It's 5-2. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
And here is number 83.
0-1's the count.
One down, base is empty. In for a strike. 0-2.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
And no one can get there. It falls in. Around second now, going for three. Grissom with a relay throw. Low throw, and he can't dig it out.
Man, I love the hustle out of the box right there to make that triple happen. And just an absolute laser into the opposite field gap. He was digging hard the entire way.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. In comes the runner from third. It's 6-2.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Adam Duvall at the plate. And that's in there for strike one. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
And a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Ref Snyder, batting with one down, takes a strike. He's 0 for 1. Next offering is in for a strike. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Waskari Noah getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Allard getting cranked up as well. And he grounds one back up the middle. He dives, but he can't make the catch.
Oh, that is
over to
wrong.
first. Barely got it for the out close play. Here's Bobby Dahlbeck. Doubled in his first AB. In there, and it's 0-1.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
That's in there, and it's 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Swing, and that ball's smashed on a line. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Runner from second scores as they add on. And it's now a 6-run lead.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Waskari Noah.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Next offering is in for a strike. Liner, base hit. And they hold the runner at third base as they decide not to risk the send with 2 away.
Back-to-back base hits. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
Flashes the leather on the run and catch. And that will end. And welcome back. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Eli White. Ground ball left side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And
fires to second for 1. To Dahlbeck, double play.
Now batting, shortstop, Vaughn Grissom.
So 2 down now, and here is Vaughn Grissom. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Paxton, a 6'4" lefty, 34-year-old vet, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2010. In the air right field, Duvall racing over to make the catch.
cape or apron, so I ain't.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. The right-hander back to work. And there's a strike. Wong goes 6'1", hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he was a third-round pick back in 2017. Next offering is in for a strike. Right-handed reliever. Lined, and that's a base hit.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Back to the top of the lineup, Alex Verdugo up next for the Red Sox. Verdugo in his 5th season, 26 years old, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. Next offering is in for a strike. Line drive, base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. Number 83 up next for the Red Sox. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. That's a slider for a strike.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Out towards left center. Harris puts the squeeze on that one, and there's one away. Tag out at third, and that's a double play. Here's Rafael Devers. That one's in there, 0-1.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
And a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. So 2 down. So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Adam Duvall. On the ground to short. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Ref Snyder in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. 1 run is in. 2 runs across now, and that's a 2-out double. Across is the runner from first, and they now lead by 9.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So up next, Bobby Dahlbeck. In there for strike 1. And there's a strike. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Back up the, oh, that got him. And he beats it. He's safe. Turner climbs in on that right side. There's a line drive to left field. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And that Back here at the ballpark, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Austin Riley. And there's the strike.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Verdugo makes the grab. One up, one down. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. First pitch just misses.
So, Boog, you're the fashion police. What do you got on Ronald Acuna and the way that he accessorizes the uni?
Oh, Siggy, I dig it. The Braves base color is red and blue, but he adds the yellow. It kind of represents the Venezuelan flag, the country that he hails from. Foul ball. Bounced up the middle. Over to Dahlbeck. Just got him on that one.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's a big power threat. Matt Olson, 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Matt Olson, he's one of those guys with light tower power from the left side. You know, reached 100 career home runs in less than 400 games played.
Drops into the glove, and that is that. Braves are set down 1-2-3. That won't help much. It's 11-2. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Colby Allard.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
The wind of the pitch.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. Back there. Turning, looking, and that one is gone. Kike Hernandez takes him deep, and they tack one on the board. It's 12-2.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Wong in the box again. Takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Oh, 0-2 now. This to third. Dives, and he can't hang on. Not in time. He's safe.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
And next for the Red Sox, Alex Verdugo. And that's in there for strike one. There's a strike.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Lifted in the air, right field. Acuna after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One down. Now the number 2 hitter, number 83. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. There's a strike.
0-2 is the count.
And that one hit to first. Into the outfield, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Devers stands in now and watches strike one. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
And Devers hits that one. White right there to make the grab, and there's 2 away.
The right fielder, number 18.
So first and second with 2 outs. Adam Duvall up next for the Red Sox. That one's in there, 0-1. There's a strike. On the ground, right side. They get the force, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Welcome back. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Paxton back to work. Ball 1, no strikes. One note on Travis d'Arnaud. He was drafted by the Philadelphia Phillies in the first round. Twice he was traded for Cy Young Award winners. Roy Halladay, as he moved from the Phillies to the Jays, and then on from the Jays to the Mets for R.A. Dickey. Next offering is downstairs.
It's a good take.
2-2 the count.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up. Singy, this guy, Ozzie Albies, he is Mr. Personality. So much flair and that giant smile on the field. And that one in the air center field. Hernandez sizing it up. Pulls it in on the run. And there are 2 outs. Now batting Jordan Luplow. And first offering is fouled off. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Up next for Atlanta.
2 outs, runner at first. Eli White next up for the Braves. In there for strike 1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Next offering is in for a strike. And down on strikes. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Braves strand 1. It's 12-2. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Ian Anderson.
Number 36.
The wind of the pitch. Ref Snyder leading things off and takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. And a pitch. And a base hit right there. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, first baseman
Bobby Dahlbeck up next for the Red Sox. In there, and it's 0-1. In there at the knees for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. 1 away.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Justin Turner now. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. strike on the inside corner.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
That's hard hit on the line. And no one can get there. Ref Snyder around second, headed for third. And he's got a double.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Next offering is in for a strike. That smash towards center. He can't get there. It's a base hit.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Digging in, Connor Wong. And that's in there for strike one. There's the strike. Tapped softly on the ground. Throw on to Olsen, but the runner scores from third. Thought they had a shot at him at the plate. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Here's the left fielder, Alex Verdugo. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Albies over to first in time. And Verdugo is set down. Third out. They get a run. And welcome back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris. Cutter Crawford taking over on the mound.
Well, he hasn't pitched in a while, coming on here after 5 days rest, so he should be rested, but we'll see if he has any rust to shake off.
This to third. Throws across the diamond. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting, the shortstop, Vaughn.
And next for Atlanta, Vaughn Grissom. In there for strike one. Crawford, 6'1" righty. He features a four-seam fastball, a cutter, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a slider. Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Dahlbeck makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Austin.
2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Austin Riley. In there, and it's 0-1. Riley goes 6 feet 3 inches, 240 pounds, and he's a former Silver Slugger recipient in the National League. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Bryce Elder. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Number 83 in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Left-hand batter waits. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Puts the squeeze on that one, and there's 1 down. Rafael Devers up to hit. The outfield shifted pretty heavily towards right field. That one's in there, 0-1. Rafael Devers, part of that 2018 team that won it all, but over the past couple of years, he has really turned into one of the top hitters, certainly one of the top left-handed hitters in the American League. The line to kick the pitch. Right side. On to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting.
And stepping in for Boston, Adam Duvall. The outfield playing into pull with the center fielder positioned in that left center field gap. And that one is lifted in the air. Harris makes the catch, and that'll do it. Ryan Snitker making a move for a bat here. Marcell Ozuna.
Number 20.
Crawford back to work. And that's in for a strike. Just off the inside edge. And a pitch. Swing and a miss as he was late.
2 strikes.
Good eye right there.
That's inside.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Next pitch is popped up and puts the squeeze on that. And there's one away.
Now batting.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Orlando Arcia. Looking to start something with one gone.
Orlando Arcia.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1.
On the ground to third. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He was all over that one. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
On the ground to second. Might be 2. Good feed. That's 1. But safe at first. It's a fielder's choice. Man at first, Ozzie Albies. Next up for the Braves. First offering, and it just misses. Line drive, and it stays fair. Murphy around second on his way to third. And that's a double. Murphy around third. Dahlbeck with a relay home. Not in time. He scores. And they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up. And the batter now, Jordan Luplow. Swings through that one. 0-1. To the right side. Over to Dahlbeck. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. So remaining in the game defensively, Marcell Ozuna. He'll be the new right fielder after entering as a pinch hitter. Darius Vines will take over here.
Now pitching for the Braves. Number 64.
Ref Snyder stands in now and watches strike 1.
A defensive change for the Braves. Now catching. Number 12. Sean.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Now at the plate, Bobby Dahlbeck. In there for strike 1. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And off the base of the wall. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
All over that one right there. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Turner in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Ref Snyder, the runner at third. Dahlbeck stands at second. No outs. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. One run across. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out. And now the center fielder, Enrique Hernandez. Hit on the ground might be two. Grissom tossed to second, and a run scores on the double play. Connor Wong will hit next. In the air, right field. Ozuna should have it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. We go to the eighth. Here's a speed threat. Eli White. Joely Rodriguez takes over on the mound.
Number 57.
And he deals. He swings and fouls one off. Kicks and fires. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. The pitch. To the right side. Over to Dahlbeck. Leadoff man is out here in the eighth. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Chadwick Trump. One out. The base is empty for him. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Right through there for a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Into center. Under it is Justin Turner to make the catch. And there's 2 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
The 0-1. There's a strike. Tap to first, and he grabs it in foul ground. And now the lefty, and he chases that one. And good work there as he gets a 1. New pitcher for the Braves, Colin McHugh.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
A defensive change for the Braves.
Verdugo leading things off and takes a strike.
Number 14, Sam Hilliard.
Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2 is the count.
Kicks and deals. Liner caught at second. So digging in, number 83. In there, and it's 0-1.
Pretty good pitch, backed up a little bit, expecting it to go middle away, and it just sort of stayed on the inside corner. Probably a good take, because he would have gotten jammed had he swung the bat.
And the 0-2. Swing and a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
At the belt and fires. Strike 2.
0-2.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Hilliard ranging back. Back some more. Pulls it in on the warning track. Adam Duvall up next for the Red Sox. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. 0-1. Left field, way back there. White going back on this one. Caught just shy of the wall.
Damn it.
Back here at the ballpark, new inning getting started. Now the third baseman, Austin Riley. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Richard Blyer. And here it comes. First pitch swinging. Blyer, 35 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2008. The 0-2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Damn it. That's outs.
So man aboard, Marcell Ozuna. Next up for the Braves. And that's in there for strike one.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and see.
And down on strikes he goes. Now one away. Here's Orlando Arcia. 1 for 1. He singled to left his first time through. Foul ball there. Riley, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Puts the squeeze on it. 2 down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Murphy in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Check swing of the 0-2, appeal to first, and Joe McDonald says he went around. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
He's fucking out.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. First pitch, and he just misses. They're down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Offensive explosion today for these guys. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
15-3 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire